If you have a teenager, it is no secret that you can just barely pull that phone out of their hands. This morning, we're taking a look at why experts say that needs to change. Plus, the FDA is expanding sunscreen options for the first time in 20 years. To talk about it all and then some is WWL Louisiana Chief Medical Correspondent, Dr. Corey Hebert. A lot to get into. Let's start with these phones.
Yes, so we've said this for a while, but now the data is starting to prove it. So we're looking at MRI scans, and what we're finding is that when a child uses a lot of screen time, right, it's looking like brain markers that are showing early Alzheimer's, brain degeneration, cognitive deficits, memory loss, okay? This is a very serious thing. Now, what I don't want you to do is I don't want you to panic, but the reality is showing that when you see this preclinical neurodegeneration, this is something that theoretically may not be able to be reversed. So this is what you're going to see when your child has that phone, around, 15, 16 years of age, and you go to get it and they take it, or they freak out when you want to take it. That's not just, I like my phone. That's more like withdrawal. Okay, and the reason why this is happening is because the prefrontal cortex of the brain, this part right here, right, doesn't actually get solidified and made whole until you are 25 years of age. Right? So that means that when they're getting all this short form content, they're getting dopamine in the prefrontal cortex of their brain, which doesn't allow their brain to develop normally. All right? So what must you do? I don't want you to just take the phone and say, nah, you're not going to do it, because that's going to make things worse. Now, you recognize that how bad that would be if you just take the child's phone, right? Mm-hmm. So what you have to do is recognize that you have to replace it and then start to wean the child off of the phone with this type of content. So they need to read books maybe on the phone. They need to have longer content, maybe watch a movie that is educational, documentaries. But this short form TikTok content is causing all of the problem because it's flooding the brain with short form bursts of dopamine, and this is a very, very bad situation.
Yeah, I think it's something that can affect all of us, not just teens as well. Very serious. But let's get into this sunscreen, because this is big news too.
Yes, so in Louisiana we have to wear a lot of sunscreen, and none of us actually wear it. I'm just letting you guys know. But you need to start wearing it. For the first time in about 20 years, we have a new a chemical that's in this. Now, when I say chemical, everybody's going to say, oh, more chemicals. No, it's not that. It's bimotrizonol, okay? It's more stable. It's more stable, all right? It doesn't degrade in the sun. It protects against UVA, UVB. It's more transparent, so they don't actually have to put so much other junk in there, so that you can actually not have to have all this these byproducts and all of this extra stuff added. So it's more pure, doesn't degrade as much as I said, and it helps in the skin absorption, so it doesn't absorb as deeply, but protects as well. So please wear the sunscreen every day, with or without makeup.
Yeah, and lastly, really quickly, we have 2 recalls you want to let us know about.
Yes, this is real quick. I want you to remember, we got 2. We got the Target recall on the baby wipes. We'll put it on the website. It's the Up and Up, and it's the cucumber scented, but just go Target, Up and Up baby wipes, and then the other is chlorothalidone, 25 milligrams chlorothalidone. It is a blood pressure medication. We will list all of the lot numbers so you can get that handle. Chlorothalidone, blood pressure medicine, also recalled.
Always coming and dropping some knowledge. Thank you, Dr. Hebert.
All right, thank
you. If you missed any of this conversation or need to run it back for a refresher, we'll have all the details you need to know on the morning show page of our website. That's wwltv.com/morningshow.